This weekend, NFL players from across the country will be coming to Detroit to give away cleats to Detroit kids and show them that those kids are more than just athletes. As part of the Sound Mind, Sound Body event, which helps prepare young people to go to college and prepare them for life. I'd like to welcome Curtis Blackwell, president of Sound Mind, Sound Body, and I'd like to welcome John Kelly, running back for the LA Rams. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit about Sound Mind, Sound Body. Where'd this idea come from and how long has it been around?
Sound Mind, Sound Body has been around for 15 years, and it's all about helping young people go to college. I got a scholarship to college, and I realized young people in Detroit needed the same opportunities as myself. And so we started this program, me and my college teammates, to help young people be just like ourselves.
All right. And how long has it been around? 15
years. This is the 15-year anniversary.
So it made a lot of difference in a lot of kids' lives. And tell us a little bit about why you decided to pitch in and join in. There's so many things you can do.
Well, I mean, for starters, you know, like Coach Blackwell said, you know, him and his colleagues, they always, you know, went out their way to kind of scout the best talent around the Little League areas of Detroit and all throughout Michigan. And a lot of us didn't really have the resources or opportunities to get the exposure that, you know, we would necessarily get just being out in Michigan. So when Coach Blackwell and the rest of the guys over there at Max X and Sound Mind, Sound Body, you know, took a chance on us and, you know, showed us the opportunities that we can have once we end up buying into the programs that they installed. You know, it was a no-brainer why we would constantly keep going back every year. So, you know, I always, every year throughout Little League, probably going into high school, all the way throughout, I participated in Sound Mind, Sound Body. So yeah, it definitely was a huge part of, I say, my success throughout high school, for sure.
And speaking of that success, you play for the LA Rams. Tell us a little bit about this season. It had to be a magical season.
It was definitely I can't even explain the experience. I've been telling people I've been so excited since the day of the draft, you know, so to have an opportunity to play in a Super Bowl my first year, I mean, I couldn't even put all my emotions into words, how magical and special that felt, but all of that, you know, it all ties into this Sound Mind, Sound Body program that, you know, helped me get to the point that I'm at today. So, you know, I can't be nothing but thankful.
And Coach, tell us a little bit about what it means to have these cleats available for kids.
We first started the first Sound Mind, Sound Body camp. We had a great idea, great program, but we realized young people did not have cleats. So how are you going to have football players, a camp without cleats? And so when John was in the program, he can speak, we always gave him cleats, and he probably got several pair of Adidas cleats from being in the program. So what better way to celebrate our 15-year anniversary than to give away 1,000 pair of cleats and mouth guards to young people in the city of Detroit. And so we're really looking for more young people who need cleats to play, ages 6, 7, and under, to come on out to our facility so that they can meet John Kelly, get an autograph, and we have several other players there, as well as you know, get some free gear.
And that is this Sunday, April 14th, at your headquarters, 4300 block of Marseille Street in Detroit. There'll be giveaways. NFL stars like John Kelly can come maybe take a picture with a Super Bowl athlete here.
Oh, yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Curtis Blackwell, John Kelly, thank you for the great work you do for Detroit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, Kev.
All right, that's awesome, guys. Thank you. Well, we have a rainy start to the day today. Temperature's going to be up to about 70 this afternoon. And we're going to be warming up nicely, but we got to get through this wet, rainy morning first. We've started in the 40s. We've already been warming up. But a pocket here of some heavy rain right along Verner Highway, just west of downtown and around Dearborn. Some light to moderate rain there. Also a pocket of heavy rain around Lapeer, north of I-69. That's moving northeast. So widespread rain's going to continue through the rest of the morning. We'll have decreasing clouds, though, as the rain moves out afternoon. Later today, it's going to dry out. The winds are going to pick up, and it's going to be a warm day today. So it's going to be rainy the rest of the morning, but later today, and a lot of us starting the weekend, it's going to be drying out and near 70 degrees later today with decreasing clouds. Tomorrow, we're going to be dry tonight, dry tomorrow. Saturday will be the day that you want to get outside versus Sunday this weekend. So temperatures tomorrow, 42 by 8 a.m. It's cold in the morning, 53 by noon, highs in the lower 60s though. Still breezy tomorrow, but the sun's going to be out. Sunday, we have a chance of rain, and it just looks cold outside. Temperatures Sunday start in the 30s. We only warm into the 40s. Chance of rain throughout the day. Sunday could be rain changing to snow then Sunday night into Monday morning. Temperatures next week will be around 50 on Monday.
Right, here's what's happening this weekend on the roads. Construction may get moved because of that rain Kev's talking about. I'll send a push alert to your phone if that's the case. In the meantime, let's prepare. 94, both directions closed between 75 and the Lodge. Starts tonight, wraps up Monday before our morning drive. So after 9 this evening, you can't head down 94 in Detroit. Eastbound, take 96 to 75 to 94. Westbound, 75 to the Lodge. That'll loop you back to 94. A look now, your 7 first alert traffic camera. Kevin's telling us a little bit about some rain on the roads, and you can see it right here. It's the Lodge and 94 will be shut down this weekend, but things moving along so far just fine. Well, the Detroit Greek Independence Day Parade takes over Greektown this weekend. Up next, we're gonna cook up some Greek lentil soup and let you know what's new at the event this year. You're watching 7 Action News this morning on TV 20 Detroit. Oh yes, it's very exciting. This Sunday is the 18th annual Detroit Greek Independence Day Parade. It's a free event held once again on Monroe Street in historic Greektown, Detroit. And this morning we have Yanni here. He's the president of the parade committee. Chef Raymond joining us as well from Golden Fleece Restaurant in Greektown. You run a lot of good stuff. This is making the studio smell amazing. What are we cooking here today?
We're cooking a Greek lentil soup that it's vegan, and they traditionally do it during Lent. They observe it for 30 days and they abstain from eating any kind of animal products. So this is like a staple in their diet for the 30 days they observe Lent.
It's like carrots, tomato, onion, celery.
Yes, and it's vegetable stock that we start here. Now what you want to start with is you want to saute down with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You want to start with about a cup of carrots, cup of onions, cup of celery, equal all 3 parts. and saute these down. As soon as you get them until they're sweated where the onions turn a little bit clear, then you want to add your vegetable broth.
All right, while you're doing that, we're talking about the food to celebrate this amazing event. Tell me about it.
First of all, Kalimera.
Oh, I love this. It's teaching me.
Good morning in Greek.
All
Thank
right.
you for having us. Celebrating the 18th annual Detroit Greek Independence Day in the heart of Greektown.
18 years. It's become quite an event, a staple in the community. So what do people look forward to every year?
So this started when Greektown started in the early 1900s, kind of faded off, and for the last almost 20 years now, we're celebrating the heart of Greektown on Monroe Street, having ton of activities for everyone to participate and be there with us.
You're in charge of the parade. What can we expect there?
So this year, we've partnered up with a few local communities, the sports teams. We have all the mascots from the Detroit Tigers,
Nice.
the Pistons, and the Lions.
Very cool. All right, we're going to
opportunities
check
there.
in here with you, Chef, as well. I always burn the vegetables. I think I put it on too high. What is this on right here, low?
I just turned it up to high right now, but I started off at low. That's
Yes.
you always want to do, especially when working with olive
And
oil.
so we put what in here?
So after you add your vegetable broth and then you reach it up to a simmer, you want to add chili flake, just a pinch. You don't want it too spicy.
Okay.
A couple whole bay leaves,
That'll
and then
change it.
about a tablespoon of cumin.
And it smells so good. That's all that's in here?
Yes.
Oh my
As for now.
goodness. All right, so we're showing the food. Is there going to be a lot of eats at the event?
So once in Greektown, you can't avoid eating, drinking,
That's
and then
why
we're
I
going
go
to
to
add
Greektown.
Exactly, and we're going to add dancing on Monroe Street as every year.
How fun! So some different places are represented here. We have a graphic showing when everything is happening. Sunday, 1 to 4. Quickly before we're able to go to break, I wanted to showcase some of the stuff that you've brought.
Awesome.
What do we have here?
So these are some things you're going to find at the Golden Fleece restaurant, the longest restaurant in Greektown. You have ouzo. Everybody knows ouzo. Some Greek red wine. It's called masticha. It's a liqueur. Very easy to smooth drink. Not as
You're
hard as
leading
liquor.
with the booze. I love it. We'll put all of this on WXYZ.com. And Sunday, everyone can be Greek for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Looking
us.
forward to it. Thank you so much, Chef. I'm actually going to get in on this. It smells delicious. Still ahead, Cedar Point opens up in less than a month. Still to come, the new thrilling attraction that was just added to the park's summer lineup. You're watching 7 Action News this morning on TV 20 Detroit.
This is a 7 Action News Update.
Good morning, it's 8:27. I'm Keenan Smith. We just got an update on the measles outbreak from the state health department, and leaders there now are reducing the number of cases. The health department conducted additional testing, and they found that one suspected case of measles in Oakland County and another in Washtenaw County weren't actually measles cases. That means that there are no longer any confirmed cases in Washtenaw County. Leaders say the number of confirmed cases now stands at 39. 38 of those cases are in Oakland County. And police in Warren are saying a robbery at a drugstore may be the work of a serial bandit. This happened at the Walgreens near 9 Mile and Van Dyke last month. Investigators say he suspected of 4 armed robberies in Metro Detroit since November. The guy got away with cash and prescription drugs. If you recognize this guy, you're asked to call Warren police.
And this morning, tracking rain, also a big warm-up. It's 62 in Detroit around Wayne County, 63 in Troy, but still 54 in Pontiac, and in the 40s farther north of Pontiac. Widespread rain moving in now around Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti. The rain's been picking up just over the last 10 to 15 minutes, and this is going to continue to the north and fill in around Canton and the Plymouth area. Livonia about to get some rain, too. Expect rain through at least noon. Could be a few tapering showers by about 1 or 2 p.m., but then clouds clear out. It will be windy, warmer, and dry later today to kick off the weekend. Highs today will be near 70.
Here's what's happening this weekend on the roads. Want to make sure you're prepared for 94 shutdown. It's happening both directions between 75 and the Lodge. Starts at 9, wraps up by 5 a.m. Monday. So for your morning drive, it should be okay. Eastbound traffic can take 96 to 75 to 94 westbound, 75 to the Lodge to 94. We'll take a look right now. Southfield Freeway, everything moving along just fine here. We do have a crash northbound, however, at Joy Road. Keenan.
All right, thank you very much, Anne Marie. Remember, the news is always on online at WXYZ.com. Facebook and Twitter. And right now, we're on with 7 Action News this morning on TV 20 Detroit.
Taking action for you. You're watching 7 Action News this morning.
Hogging all the fun at Great Lakes Crossing. Kids can now explore and learn at Peppa Pig World of Play. We are checking out the activities to do at the attraction. I love the sound effects.
Oh my goodness, it's Friday, you guys. Give me a break. It's one of the most talked about upcoming streaming services. Of course, we're talking about Disney. New information about the release date for Disney Plus.
Happy Friday to you. It's 8:30 on this April 12th, and we're happy. It's Friday. Weekend's here.
TGIF.
The snow is gone.
I know, and 70-degree weather's on the way.
Hours away from the weekend.
Yes.
I don't even care if it's cold at this point. I'm ready for the weekend.
Exactly. And there's something else that we're real excited about this weekend. Let's get to what's topping this morning's buzz.
Segue.
The Pistons in the NBA playoffs. They're taking on Milwaukee in the first round. Tickets go on sale in just an hour and a half. They go on sale starting at 10 o'clock this morning, and they are available at the Little Caesars Arena box office and online through Ticketmaster and also Pistons.com. Now, prices start at $25 for the upper bowl and $60 for the lower bowl. The Pistons will host Game 3 on April 20th, Game 4 on April 22nd, and then Game 6, if necessary. I think the Pistons are going to sweep them anyway. So,
I like how you're thinking.
I was going Pistons in 5. Kevin is like, sweep.
4 games, that's it.
It's
in favor of the Pistons.
A tough matchup that we got.
Top
Milwaukee
seed,
to
those Bucks.
Yeah, with the Greek Freak.
All right, we'll talk about Cedar Point now. America's roller coaster. Major announcements in the summer lineup. The theme park revealing a new attraction called Monster Jam Thunder Alley. For a few weeks this season, guests will go to get a chance to ride inside a monster truck like Gravedigger.
Gravedigger.
Max D.
Max D.
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam Thunder Alley will run from May 18th through June 30th. Entry is included with your park admission. I like that.
See?
Nice work.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
a
we should,
child.
just by doing that, we should have some monster trucks out in the parking lot right now.
They're fun.
So fun.
Use a ladder to get on them.
Yeah, you do. You've been in one of those before, right?
And they're fun.
Yeah.
It's like a ride.
It's
Smooth ride,
crazy.
though.
Yeah. No, it is not a smooth ride, and you always feel like you're going to tip over and they're bouncy.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Well, they do, but we're just novices.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this morning we finally know a little more about Disney's new streaming service and when it'll launch and what it'll look like. Disney Plus will launch November 12th, and it'll have content from Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, and Marvel. Also, they'll have content from 21st Century Fox, like X-Men, Avatar, and The Simpsons. The app will also feature some original content as well. New shows, for instance, from Marvel and Star Wars. The subscription, it's not that bad. It only costs you about $7 a month. That's about half of what Netflix costs for their standard plan. The problem is, there's like, okay, now I have to have Disney Plus.
Right, you're not
I gotta
going to
have
replace it.
Netflix
It's getting crowded.
and Hulu
Yeah.
and Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Yeah.
Prime.
It's like, at this point, just give me cable again.
Well,
just put it all on
I-
cable.
yeah.
I still have cable. However, can we stop talking about it now that we know? I feel like we talk about it every day. Like, they have done some serious PR, right?
Yeah.
It was like, what's going to be? Are they going to open the vault? How much? And now we know.
Yeah.
We're just giving them our money.
We'll talk to you November 12th.
Bye.
Well, this morning we remain on Royal Baby Watch, but we might have to wait a bit longer because Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are planning to keep plans involving their baby's arrival private. Yeah, keeping it under wraps, which is breaking from tradition, decades-old tradition. Kensington Palace released a statement saying that Harry and Meghan will be sharing the news of the royal baby's birth after they get to celebrate privately as a family. And this means we may not get the traditional steps of the hospital photo op that we have had and enjoyed for many, many years, right in the heart of London. But you know what? I'm
for
sure
them.
they will eventually share pictures and it'll be fine. But
They have had no privacy, so
no.
Why start
Part
now?
of it, I
Right.
guess, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Breaking tradition makes me sad because you think of it. You think of Princess Diana, of course, his mother, and it's iconic. You want them to have privacy. Good for them. But I think people are now just going to speculate, like, how did they get the baby? Did she really have the baby?
Is there a midwife?
Yes.
Did they have the
You heard
baby
that
at
coming?
home? What? Sorry.
All right, moving on to Yates Cider Mill. They're promising a sweet beginning to the season in Rochester Hills. So the first cider pressing of the year is happening now with Yates' newly refurbished cider press on Avon Road that's near DeQuinder. Now, Yates says it has been keeping apples in cold storage all winter, and the mill is open now until 9 tonight and will be open every day through December 23rd.
So
Plenty of time
good.
to get out there and enjoy some.
This answers the
cider.
age-old question. How you like them apples?
Hey!
Just fine,
I
thank
like
you.
them apples,
I like those
Tina.
apples just
I like
fine.
them a lot.
I
This
like
is
them
one of those
pressed.
places you
I
go
like them
in,
pies.
one of your top 7, right? You
Yes,
go
it
in
was.
and it feels old worldy, right?
Yeah.
The smell, the wood, it's amazing.
And the donuts, especially when they're
Oh,
hot.
Sugar,
yes.
donuts.
And melt in your mouth.
And you end up with like sugar all over your hands, and you don't even mind.
That's
You're like,
what
okay,
you have
nobody
dog
looked.
for.
Right?
I just like drink like that's gross, right? But I'm like, here you go.
Well, a lot of people are excited about this Peppa
of
Pig
pigs.
World of Play finally open at Great Lakes Crossing Outlets. Up next, what kids can experience at this attraction. You're watching 7 Action News this morning on TV 20 Detroit.